A site like this is hard to take for granted, and rightly so, because there was a time not long ago when the BC coast was devoid of humpback whales.
Scientists estimate that maybe 90 to 95% of humpback whales were wiped out by whaling. So from this very serious whaling and overkill, the whales started to come back.
But their populations are still fragile. Humpback whales are listed as a threatened species, and so the federal government is required by its own laws to create a recovery strategy to protect them, something they should have done 5 years ago.
They got part of the way. They produced a draft recovery strategy and a good identification of critical habitat, and that was available briefly for a regional consultation, and then it just disappeared. And nothing else happened.
And so last year, on behalf of 5 conservation organizations, Eco-Justice took the federal government to court on behalf of humpbacks and 3 other species at risk.
It's so frustrating for the Wilderness Committee and for Eco-Justice and other environmental groups. We have to take the government to court to get them to implement their own environmental laws.
But earlier this week, it paid off. The federal government published a legally binding recovery strategy designed to protect critical humpback habitat against threats. Among them,
so an increase in commercial vessel traffic and/or a higher proportion of vessels carrying potentially toxic cargo would also elevate the risk of toxic spills.
Then there's the issue of underwater noise pollution and ship strikes. When you overlap a map of Enbridge's proposed oil tanker route near Gill Island on the Central Coast with a map showing critical humpback habitat shown in blue, you can see the problem. Now even the federal government is on record conceding that fact. What might this mean to the Northern Gateway project?
It's very difficult to imagine how major tanker traffic could coexist with humpback whales in the area around Gill Island, given what it says in this recovery strategy.
Good news for the humpbacks, but there are still over 170 species at risk the government has yet to protect. Linda Aylesworth, Global News.